like and subscribe. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about the circulatory system. You ever heard of the circulatory system? So if you haven't heard of circulatory, I know you heard of cardiovascular. Haven't heard of cardiovascular? Well, let me tell you a little something about it, okay? All right, so with this particular system, it consists of the heart, the veins, the venules, the arterioles, the arteries, and the capillaries. The function of the system is to pump and channel blood to the body and the lungs, utilizing the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. I want to start by talking about the heart. We're going to break it down first. So with the heart, it is surrounded with a fluid called pericardium. Yes, pericardium. So that fluid protects the heart. Also, the heart has 4 chambers, okay? It has 2 atriums and 2 ventricles, left and right on both ends. So we have the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle, the left ventricle. Then we also have valves that separate these chambers, right? So with these valves, they're one-way valves. They only allow the blood to go one way. It will not reverse, okay? So we have the pulmonary, the aorta, the tricuspid, and the mitral valve, okay? All right, you might hear me keep talking about right and left, right? So we're gonna start from the right, then we're gonna go left, right? So when the blood comes in, boom, it hits the superior vena cava, right? Then it goes to the right atrium. Then it goes to the tricuspid valve, and then it keeps going down, and it goes to what? The right ventricle. Then it goes to the pulmonary artery, then it takes it to the lungs, and then it comes back through, and then it goes into the left atrium, then to the mitral valve, and to the left ventricle, to the aorta, then to the rest of the body, okay? All right, so we talked about the heart, we about to get into the blood, okay? Let's break it down. So 55% of the blood is plasma. That's the liquid portion of the blood. Then we have 45% erythrocytes, which are the red blood cells. Then we have 1% of thrombocytes, that's the platelets, and leukocytes. And leukocytes, that's the white blood cells. The longest vein in the body is in the leg. It's called the saphenous vein. Then we also have a vein that you know about. I showed you earlier on the diagram. It's called the inferior vena cava. That's actually the largest vein. And the largest artery is the aorta. Fun fact, so the heart has 3 layers. It has the epi, so the epicardium is the outer layer of the heart. Then we also have the myocardium, which is the middle layer of the heart, and then the endocardium, which is the inner layer of the heart. Oh, y'all thought we was done. No, we got one more thing to talk about. Blood pressure. You thought I was gonna talk about the heart and not talk about blood pressure? You better go get you a blood pressure cuff. CVS, Walgreens, any of those pharmacies. What was I trying to think about? Rite Aid. That's my place. Rite Aid. But yes, blood pressure is very crucial. So I'm going to break it down to you. You have a systolic, because it comes in fractions, right? So you have the systolic as your numerator, your top number. And then you have your diastolic as your denominator, your bottom number. So that number on the top, your systolic, it is measured in the pressure when your heart is beating, right? So the pressure that goes from the arteries, the blood going through the arteries to the body, that pressure right there is all accumulated in that systolic top number. And the diastolic is the pressure in between your heartbeats. So yeah. All right, so this is the number that you should be looking for on that machine. 90 over 60, 120 over 80. In between those two, you are great. You're doing good. You're doing good. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. Between 120 over 80 and 139 over 100, that's like pre-hypertension. I would still get checked out just to monitor, but I wouldn't be like, oh my God. You know, it's just kind of like a precautious measure. But anything over that, like 140 over, you know, like 120, go. Okay? All right, you guys, it was so nice doing this video with you guys. I hope I was able to help you, teach you a little something about your heart. This ain't just for loving, baby, it's for living. All right, so I told you guys all about the heart. I really hope you all enjoyed this segment. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Like, share, and subscribe. Jungle Derm. Bye.